I never thought that the woman I once called my soulmate, the one I imagined growing old with, sharing quiet mornings and silver hair, would be the same person to break me so completely. Her name was Vanessa. We had been together for 6 years, 3 of those as husband and wife. To anyone looking from the outside, we seemed like the ideal couple. Our lives looked picture perfect: dinners with friends, sunlit vacations by the coast, cozy nights filled with laughter and games. Everyone believed we had it all. But beneath that flawless surface, cracks were already forming. I just hadn't noticed them yet. Her change was slow at first, small things easily dismissed. Her attention drifted constantly to her phone, her tone sharper, her responses shorter. There was a distant look in her eyes, like her mind was somewhere far away. I remember asking simple things: what she wanted for dinner, how her day went, and she'd snap back as if I was bothering her. I told myself it was stress, maybe work pressure, maybe just a rough phase. But deep down, I could feel something shifting beneath me. Then came the night when everything fell apart. It wasn't suspicion that led me to the truth. It wasn't snooping or jealousy. It was pure accident. My phone had died that evening, and I needed to call my mother. Without thinking, I grabbed Vanessa's phone from the kitchen counter. The moment I unlocked it, a message flashed across the screen. "Can't wait for tonight. He still has no clue." My heart sank. My hands trembled as nausea swept over me. The truth hit hard. I didn't need to ask who he was. That night, I confronted her. At first, she lied easily, almost effortlessly, calling me paranoid, accusing me of overthinking. But when I showed her the message, her face changed, not with guilt or regret, but with indifference. No tears, no apology, just a careless shrug. "It just happened," she said, like it was nothing more than forgetting to buy groceries, not destroying our marriage. The deepest wound came a week later. The man she'd been seeing, let's call him Travis, showed up at my door. Tall, arrogant, and wearing a smug grin like he owned the world. He looked me over like I was something beneath him and said, "Listen, man, she's with me now. You can walk away quietly, or we can make this messy. Your choice." For a moment, I froze, unsure if he wanted to fight or just humiliate me. I said nothing, just closed the door in his face. But that moment lit a fire inside me. I refused to stoop to his level. No shouting, no anger, no broken walls. I'd deal with this the right way. The next morning, I met with a lawyer. "Divorce," I said. Every detail carefully documented. I wasn't after revenge. I wanted justice. I wanted my dignity back. Vanessa had been reckless, using my credit card for hotels, dinners, and trips with Travis. I gathered everything: receipts, texts, emails, location data. My lawyer's eyes widened. "You've got an airtight case," he said. And he was right. Infidelity and financial misconduct, a deadly combination in court. Vanessa expected to leave with half of everything. Instead, she walked away with far less than she imagined. The ruling went heavily in my favor. The house and savings were protected. Her comfortable lifestyle vanished. Soon, Vanessa and Travis moved into a small apartment far from the fancy cafes and weekend brunch spots they once flaunted online. Turns out, Travis wasn't the wealthy charmer he pretended to be. His income was unstable, a patchwork of odd jobs. Meanwhile, I focused on rebuilding. I stayed silent. No gossip, no posts, no drama. I disappeared from their world and worked on myself. I hit the gym, took up hiking, traveled alone, and learned to cook, not out of necessity, but because I wanted to. Friends slowly came back, some saying they respected how calmly I handled it all. No theatrics, just quiet strength. Months passed. Then one afternoon, a text from Vanessa appeared on my screen. "I miss what we had." I made a mistake. I didn't reply. There was nothing left to say. Her betrayal had taught me something powerful. Loyalty isn't something you beg for. It's given freely or not at all. I had loved her completely, and she threw it away for a temporary thrill. Even Travis reached out once, saying he wanted to clear the air. I ignored him too. They had made their choices. I refused to give them the closure they wanted. They craved drama, a reaction, a scene. I gave them silence. Now, more than a year later, I barely recognize the man I once was. I used to be too trusting, too eager to believe in happy endings. Maybe even naive. But not anymore. Today, I'm stronger, wiser, and far more protective of my peace. I've learned that real victory doesn't come from fighting back. It comes from walking away with your pride, your self-respect, and a future that belongs entirely to you.